Hello again. Day 356. Today was my CT scan morning, and I'm gonna try to smile my way through this. It was a gruesome morning because yet again they can't find my veins. My veins hide. Everybody says I've been doing this forever. I'm like, I know, but let me just do some crunches really quickly anyway. And they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, just trust me. Look at my veins. And I pull up both arms, both sleeves. And they're like, don't worry, no worries. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm going to start to worry when you say don't worry. I didn't say it like this, of course. This is all going on in my brain. So I was doing crunches, da, 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 and they put the tourniquet thing on, and I could feel him. He's like, bup, 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 bup. He's looking all over my arm. I'm like, how about we look at the other arm real quick just to see if maybe there's more blood on that side. And okay, that's a good idea. That's not what I want to hear. You can see, I see it in his face. He's just kind of going. They go to the other side and he's like, bap, 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 he's flicking things and moving things, and I'm like moving, trying to get pumping blood up into my vein to pump them out, and I can see his face is still blank, and I'm like, this isn't good. He says, well, let me go back to the other side because there's something. I got it. I'm like, you got it? He's like, oh yeah. 4 times, 2 different people. At one point he goes, here, let me go get whatever the lady's name is. And I'm thinking, well, she must be like a pro if he's getting somebody else. That wasn't the case either. She had the same look on her face. Looking all that. It's just like, and I said, how about I go upstairs, because it was in the same building as my oncologist. How about I go upstairs and get the access to the port? And she's like, oh, that might be a good idea. Okay. She says, let me just look. I'm like, if you can do it, great, because it's just going to cause that much more time if I've got to go all the way upstairs. They're not expecting me. I don't know if there's a nurse available, an RN that can do my port thingy. And she goes, well, let me look. She goes, yeah, I could probably get this one. Probably. That was the key word. I could probably get this one. I'm like, well, kind of be more than probably, okay? Be a little bit more sure than that, because this is sucking. And she says, well, yeah, I'm going to use a pediatric needle, and we're going to use the one on the side, the vein on the side. And I'm like, what does that mean? And she says, it's going to hurt a little bit. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that, as she sticks the freaking thing in. And I'm just like, holy cow, what are you doing? And she goes, yeah, this is a more tender area. And it keeps hurting. And I'm like, do you have it or do you not? And no, I can't I'm like, pull it out. Pull it out. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get them to access my port. I'll be back down. Okay, yeah, you won't have to wait. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Needless to say, like I said, I'm not saying all these things because they could see it in my face, and my tears are like just dripping down my face because I'm like so frustrated. This happens all the freaking time. So I go upstairs. Thank God it was at my doctor's building. And they just boom, they did my port thing, the whole bit, which never feels good, but it feels a heck of a lot better than like searching for a vein in my arm to try to get blood out of. I just don't have any. I don't know why. So frustrating. Anyway, got that, went back down. The place is so crowded for MRIs and CTs and PET scans and whatever. Anyway, finally got that done. Guess what? No, the story doesn't end there. It's a teaching moment. A new person working there goes, you have a port, did you get a port put in so we could administer the contrast? And I said, did I get a port put in? I go, it's surgery. I had it done like last year. She goes, oh. Seriously. Matthew came with me this morning, sweet thing. I told him he didn't need to. I'm like, it's just a CT scan, not a big deal. I was glad he was there because it was just miserable. For me, it was just miserable. It doesn't sound like a lot, I know. But it's like when another thing happens and then another thing happens and then it's like, it's so frustrating. It doesn't feel good. We were there for over 2.5 hours. Anyway, I couldn't wait to get home. And I'm home. And I feel so much better just being home. I really don't even want to go anywhere. I was going to go to Indy, but my girlfriend, Susanna, thank you, Susanna, I love you. She will be going there. She has the horse next door to Indy, and he'll get some love from her and some food and whatever. So I think I'm going to just stay home. And I'm exhausted because I came home and I was crying just out of pure frustration. You know, it's not a hurt thing. It's a frustration thing and a whole what the heck thing. Like, can't believe all this is happening to me. But it is. So they say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Tcha, I'm strong. That's ridiculous. So I just wanted to fill you all in on how one can do something so simple and have it turn out not so simple as my day today. So, you know what? Cheers to me being home, to a fabulous CT scan result. I'm not going to get it for another day or two, but you know what? Maybe I just had to go through misery because it's going to be so clear that I'm not going to have any more like chemo and all that nastiness. So cheers. I'm going to drink to that. Yum. That's tasty. Okay. On that note, love you. Love me. I'll talk to y'all later. Sheesh. Aren't you glad it's not you? I'm kidding. I wish it were me too. But at least it's me getting to tell y'all what this is all about. Sucky as it is. Mwah. Bye. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.